Hey there, Golden Edge fans. Welcome inside the very chilly City National Arena. I'm your host, Cassie Soto, joined by the Las Vegas Review-Journal's own Ben Gotz and Adam Hill. Guys, we just got out of George McPhee's press conference discussing the trade that just happened today, acquiring Mark Stone from the Ottawa Senators. He kind of looked, a little dazed, like he had been in a room all morning long. Adam, this is something that you'd think would have had maybe a few weeks of planning, but he says it only took about 5 days.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the things that McPhee said, and I think you're right, you would think, he said he went home last night. I don't think he went home. I think he slept here. That's my guess. But he said a couple days ago they talked about it. They inquired what the asking price was for a guy like Mark Stone, and it was way out of their range, and they kind of got out of the market a little bit. And then this morning it kind of intensified. They found out the price had dropped. It's getting closer to the deadline. Ottawa certainly didn't want to keep him around. It would have been a wasted asset for them, so they were going to deal him, and the Knights realized he was back in their price range, and it came together very quickly. Now, one of the things they had to do was talk to Mark Stone's agent, make sure that it was at least feasible that they'd be able to come to an agreement on an extension. McPhee said it's not done, but it can't be signed until March 1st anyway for cap space purposes, but they're confident that that's going to be done. So they'll get the contract extension done. Everything happened very quickly this morning, according to McPhee, and now Mark Stone is on his way to Las Vegas.
He is indeed. There's a video out on the internet right now that he is at the airport heading over to Las Vegas. Ben, let's just go ahead. For people who haven't yet Googled and Wikipedia'd Mark Stone yet, who is this guy? Where's he coming from? What's he all about?
He's a great two-way player. George McPhee said, we think he's one of the best all-around players in the NHL. This is a guy with 28 goals, 62 points this year. So he was already the Golden Knights' leading goal scorer and their leading point producer. Plus, he's very good defensively. Winger Max Pacioretty gave us a brief scouting report this morning. He said he can both shoot and pass, which makes him a rare double threat on offense. And he has one of the best sticks in the NHL on defense. And he is great at turning the puck over on defense and then going the other way. So they think he's going to be a great fit for their system. He's a fast player. He's going to play a 200-foot game for them. So this is a very, very big addition for the Golden Knights.
Yeah, and George McPhee mentioned it, that a guy like this doesn't come around very often, Adam. For the rut that the Golden Knights have been in these past few weeks, how do you see him maybe making an immediate change in this lineup?
Well, I think, first of all, it's just a spark. It's a new guy. It's a guy who's a point-per-game guy, certainly very, very productive. And I just think it kind of sends a message to the room. Guys talked about it this morning. It tells you, hey, our team still believes we can be a contender, even if the results haven't been there on the ice the last couple of weeks. The management is saying, hey, it's time to try to win right now, and we think we have it in this room to do it with some reinforcement. So I think it sends that message. That's right off the bat, but also just the fact that he's out there. I mean, he's a very, very good player. You've upgraded personnel-wise. You've sent the message. You've got the spark. Everything is there for the Golden Knights to use this as kind of a springboard for the rest of the season. Now it's up to the players to do that.
And Ben, McPhee also added that they have kind of a blueprint of some sort that they look at and, they examine, they read over. Maybe looking at the steps that they took last year. Where is this team in comparison to where they were last year? Just looking at their roster, looking at the advancements that they have made in the league as a whole.
Yeah, well, I think going into last year, I think it was all about the Golden Knights just kind of taking that first step into the NHL world and then just collecting assets for future growth. And then you fast forward a year to where we are now. They're all in, not about the future, but for the right now. They have, of course, made some all-in moves here recently. Max Pacioretty before the season and Mark Stone right now. They traded 2 of their 3 first-round draft picks from the 2017 draft. Nick Suzuki went to the Montreal Canadiens in that Pacioretty deal. Now they send defenseman Erik Brannstrom, who they're very high on, to Ottawa in the Mark Stone deal. So all these future assets they collected as part of the expansion draft, a lot of them have already been shipped out because this is a team that they believe can compete for a Stanley Cup right now and into the very near future as well.
And Adam, I just do want to ask, just reiterate how diverse of a player Mark Stone is, how he can really help in these last few games. They're hanging on to that third place spot, but maybe give them that amp, that spark that they really, really need.
Yeah, for sure. And listen, they're in third place, and they're probably going to be in third place. I think right now that's almost the best case scenario for them. It's possible Calgary or San Jose falls off, and they drop back to the pack, and Vegas could catch them. But right now, what you're looking at is, hey, this is a team that's probably going to finish in third place. They're going to play either San Jose or Calgary in the first round, and then probably the other one in the next round. So this is more about the playoffs. Like, they need to get their game better, but it's not really about chasing those teams down in the regular season. This gets you better for the playoffs and gets you prepared to go in there. Like we said, a point-a-game guy, it's easy to look at the stats and say, say, wow, he's a really good player. He's going to help you offensively, no question about it. But really, it fits the mold of what this team wants as far as guys that can help you both ways, help you defensively. In fact, it's the first thing you heard from the players in the room today of he's a really good defensive player. He's really going to help us. He fits into what we want to do.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys so much. We will be back with all your breaking news for Golden Knights coverage. Everything Markstone that you need to know. Be sure to head to reviewjournal.com for more. For Ben Gotz and Adam Hill, I'm Cassie Soto. Thank you so much for watching.